Hello everyone, my name is Betty Dubois and welcome to Butterfly Whispers Pick a Card reading. If you like the reading, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the future videos. I hope that you enjoy today's reading. Hi and welcome everybody to week 4 of April. Can you believe it? We're already at the end of April now. So this week 4 is going to cover from the 22nd through to the end of April the 30th. I just thought it was better to do it that way than starting it, at the beginning of, having 1 day left or 2 days left of the month. So yeah, this is the 22nd through to the 30th. As per usual, we got 3 piles in front of us. So choose a pile, pause the video if you need to. Piles 1, 2 and 3. And it's just some messages for the week, just a very quick, brief reading. Hopefully we get some nice little messages out today, because I do know that previous weeks in April, some of the cards have been a little bit doom and gloom. But life is like that, guys. Sometimes things just don't go how we planned, and sometimes we have ups and sometimes we have downs. So hopefully we've got ending the month on a high. So good luck if you're looking for a job, or if you're getting a promotion, or you're having a baby. Let's just see what comes out for everyone. Okay, so this is pile number 1 for the last week of April, 22nd through to the 30th. Good luck, guys. Let's get straight onto it. We have, wow, beautiful, 10 of Cups, lots of happiness, love, celebrations. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. You might be a little bit strapped for cash on the last week. Maybe you've spent a little bit too much money on something. Some people would say that this card is about feeling like you're left out in the cold, but because we've got this beautiful love and harmony card sitting here, I'd have to say that this is more to do with that maybe there's been a little bit too much spending. For some of you, this could be to do with work where you have been underpaid, or you haven't received your pay, or you might owe some money to somebody as well. We have a new opportunity here. We got the Knight of Wands. This can be overseas travel as well. It might be communication with somebody overseas. There might be an invitation to a wedding as well that's coming through on the end of March. There could even be a proposal for a new job, a new beginning. Let's just see what else we're getting for you on pile number 1. We have the Truth Teller. We got the lawyer, the policeman, the military man. It can be someone that's very dark. It can be someone very mysterious. It can be someone that thinks a lot, but they can be very strict. We have irresponsibility sitting on the table, and then we have a new beginning. So from something kind of negative comes something very positive. It's like this is the only negative card on the table, really. It's sort of like you're going to have a really lovely week towards the end of April. It may be something that you settle in your mind here. Like I said here, this could be where you're penny pinching and you're trying to find the next dollar. You're not sure what to do about a bill or something like that. This is almost like through somebody else's misadventure, you cash in. This is sort of like you could be in the right place at the right time, and somebody gets laid off and you walk straight into their job, because this sometimes can be a commitment as well. So some of these cards can be about a commitment, a marriage. Someone's putting an engagement ring on the finger, a wedding ring on the finger. And some of these cards could be to do with work and needing money, and then after a bit of a struggle, then the money comes in. So it's looking like a pretty good week for pile number 1. Let's have a look what we've got here. Yeah, we've got information coming through. This is a letter you've been waiting on. This could be a certificate. You could be passing a certificate. You might have a bit of fear around it that you're not going to get it. Some of you might be going into military or law or police officer, or you could be a night worker as well. This could be something to do with the night time. Yeah, so nice week for pile number 1. It looks like everything's looking up and up, and things are going to turn around in your favour, and that letter or document you've been waiting on is finally coming through. So that's nice to know. Okay, pile number 2 for April the 22nd through to the 30th. Good luck, guys. Hope you have a lovely week. We have mysteries, the unknown. A lot of people absolutely do not like the moon. I don't know, I think the moon, it's about the phases of the moon, waiting for things to eventuate. Some people love going out when it's full moon and standing there. I personally know that it can be a highly emotional time if it's full moon, especially if you're a water sign. So the moon's there, so there might be a little bit of unknown things going on in the last week of April. There might be something you're trying to find out. We got the commitment and the new start here. We got the Ace of Pentacles, nice. And we have the Sun. Okay, this trumps everything. So whatever things you don't know, whatever you're thinking and your new beginnings, the sun's about to come out. So you're waiting to find something out. The sun's about to shine. And it's beautiful. This is like you're finally getting settled. So if you've been through any sort of stress in the past, you've been having fears and worries, sleepless nights, this is telling me that you're finally making a firm decision, and then the sun will shine and everything will grow and be how it should be. So really, really nice week it looks like this might be past, present, and then future. So it's like you're going on the right path now. We have, Eight of Spades sitting in the past, problems and maybe arguments and that. Then we got it, Eight of Hearts, opposite cards. You may be dealing with conversations going on with someone where you can only half believe what they're telling you, and that would make sense with the moon being here. This is lies and this is truth. So you might be dealing with someone that is just not fully telling the truth. And then we got forced changes going on. So you got a little bit of a mix match week here. I do like that the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles are here, because that's telling me that everything will be right again. These down here, I just feel like you're just trying to work out what's real and what's not real. And the Seven of Spades is where you feel like you're being pushed in a certain direction because of somebody else's actions and somebody else's words and stuff like that. Or you're waiting for someone to change. It does look like they will change, because this is, like I said, mysterious, secrets, and then this is the truth and everything being out on the table. And it's a good thing. Balance is coming back here. Let's just get another card for all of that. 8 might mean something as well. It might be the 8th of the following month. It might be something to do with a gathering of people where there's some people there that you don't like and there's other people there that you do like. And it's sort of like feeling like you're in a forced situation there. We have the child energy. So some of you might be dealing with children. Some of you might be dealing with someone that's childlike, someone that needs to grow up, basically, when I see the child card. Other things can be exploring your inner child. Now, for some of you, you may have been having nightmares and stress, and you're making firm decisions. You may be talking to someone, you may be going to a counsellor, and the light's gone on. And this could be all to do with needing medication and then not needing medication. You know what I mean? It's sort of like turning to something to help you and then you finally find it. But there's some sort of forced change here where you're going to have to do things differently to the way you've always done them. And it looks like whatever the thing is that you're changing, it works out in your favour. But this sometimes can be finding your inner child, finding out what it is that makes you tick, what makes you happy and what makes you settled. Now, we do have the King of Swords sitting here at the top of the cards, so he can be all about the truth. And remember I said this can be truth and lies, and this can be truth and lies as well. So the truth is finally coming out, and it helps you make a firm decision, but just be kind to yourself when I see this one here. So we've got a bit of a mix match here. It does look like things will turn around, especially with the Sun being my most favourite card in the whole tarot deck, apart from the Star. But yeah, it does look like things are turning around for you. There may be a bit of a hiccup, it's almost like you have a bad day, a good day, a bad day, but the bad day isn't as bad as they used to be. You know what I mean? Like it's coming down. And some truth coming out might be where changes have to be made, forced changes. And if this is not you, it's someone around you that maybe they're going through some sort of forced change. It can be arguments. It can be arguments because of what other people have said, because this is like groups of people having a chitty chat, and it can be an argument that spikes from somebody else that told you something. So your brother or your best friend or something might have told you what you believe to be true, and then you find out it wasn't true at all. So then it creates an imbalance, and then something has to change, something has to give. Now, I can say, though, that the 7 sometimes can mean that you're holding on to something from the past, and by holding on to it, it's preventing you from having this happiness and that, because this is like the happiest card in the deck. So you can have the happiness if you can balance yourself out and make choices for yourself. There might be something you want to let go of or something like that. You might need to cut something out. But all in all, be kind to yourself, listen to what you believe is real, and find your sunshine. So that's what we have for week 4, the 22nd through to the 30th of April. So I'll catch you next month. All right, this is take 2. I got through this reading and then the camera just suddenly crapped itself. So here we go. This is pile number 3 for the last week of April, the 22nd through to the 30th. So if you chose pile number 3, good luck, guys. I do know that this is a pretty decent reading for this week because I already did it. I didn't change the cards. So here we go, guys. Let's see what we get. So we have an ending. We have something coming to a final end. We have the new beginning, the new journey. Now, this may be a job, going from one job into a new job. This may be learning new lessons. This may be, you might be going to a new school. You might be going back to school. I feel a childlike energy here as well. Now, on the negative side of all of this, it could be that there's an ending to someone that needs to grow up. This could be a fully grown male or female, and it's time to grow up and cast aside your fears. But there's a new beginning going on here. And then we have this feeling of being trapped. Now, I did say this is a positive reading for the end of the week. End of the month, sorry, but yeah, this is, you're trapped up in your own mind. So you're trying to make some decisions, you're trying to end something, start something, and then you're feeling trapped. So I feel like you're going around and around and around in a circle with someone or something. Now, medically speaking, this would be a new doctor and a new medication. So there's an ending of a cycle. There's a new doctor, and then there's a new medication or procedure or therapy of some kind that's coming into the mix. For others, this can be like 8 of Spades, which can be someone's sort of saying something in a negative tone, but you're trying to get on this new journey. So also you have the 3 of Hearts with a new friendship, new beginnings. We have the 9 of Clubs, which is a lot of hard work, paperwork. It can be chitty chatter. And then we have this Queen of Spades. Now, the Queen of Spades is usually the divorcee, the widow. It can be an actual death that occurred months ago or a year ago or something, and this is the widow, and this is she's finally going on her new journey, and she's stressed about taking on something new. So she may have made a new friendship, and she still feels committed to the husband that passed, and it may have been years ago or months ago or something like that, and she's wanting to do something new, but she's not quite ready. On another note, this is usually something to do with a baby boy and a pregnancy. So you might just be finding out that you're pregnant, or you might be coming to the end of the pregnancy. It looks like it's been a pretty tough ride for the pregnancy, but it's finally all happening. But we got a lot of hard work here. We got a new friendship here. We got a new beginning here. This is the only sort of really negative card here where you're feeling trapped and bound by a situation or the past or a person. It's time only you can choose to let this go, whatever this is. And the one card I didn't choose yet for this pile was one of these. We have the Bear. This is protecting what's yours, and it can be stubborn behaviour as well. So either a male or a female is being very stubborn at the moment. Now, I do have to say, for some of you, it might be time to have a talk with someone and telling it's time to grow up. It's time to face the reality of the situation, time to grow up, time to move forward. This woman here, male or female, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it being a queen. She's looking at the future. She's leaving all this stuff behind. She's looking at the future. But there is a new friendship on the horizon that I'm feeling here, and there's learning something from someone younger than yourself. Now, if this is to do with work, this is being stressed out with work, saying, I've had enough of all of this, and I don't know, it's sort of like telling someone what to do, and they're driving you nuts, like they're just sort of not picking up the pace, they're too slow with what they're doing, and it's leaving you in a bother with too much work. This is where you stand your ground and say, this is how things have got to be, or this is it, this is the highway. I don't feel this has anything to do with relationships and that in this sort of reading here. I think it's more to do with outside the home, friendships, extended family members. You may be dealing with someone that hasn't been well, and this would be the new doctor's opinion and putting to rest something that used to be and trying something new, but it might be off to a hard start, but it does look like the long efforts will pay off. Now, I'd have to say it's something to do with the pelvic area of the body, anything from that fits in between the hips and the rib cage. The bowel, the bladder, the hips, the lower spine, all of those sorts of things, the sexual organs. It could be something to do with that. You may be waiting on surgery, you may be waiting on some sort of new medication. It just looks like it's going to take time, guys, and you need to be okay with the fact that it will work out, because this is upright. It's not like this. When it's upside down, that means more problems. This, when it's upright, means it's all sort of balancing back out. But you're going to have to put in the hard efforts, and only you can release yourself from whatever the binds are that are holding you. So that's what I see for the end of April. I did say it was quite a positive reading for the end of the month for April for pile number 3. And you're probably thinking, wow, that wasn't really that positive. It is, because you're finally putting to rest something that is over and done with. You're putting in a lot of hard efforts and you're moving forward. Just don't be too antsy. This is sort of like it's all going to take some time. Just take some slow, steady paces. And that's all I have for the end of the month for April the 22nd through to the 30th. I'll catch you in May. Wow. We're already nearly at the middle of the year. I can't believe it. So, yeah, I'll catch you next time.